Hello dear student and welcome to lesson 10. In this lesson I'm very excited to show you how to create beautiful double-sided floral stamps, and if you like adding interesting floral designs to your clay jewelry pieces, this technique is perfect for you. I'm working with scrap clay passed on the largest setting of my Atlas pasta machine. Then I use the large round cutter to cut 2 units of polymer clay, and then I put them together, and I'm going to use the body of my dotting tool to roll on top of the clay and press these pieces into each other. Then I'm going to use the scrap clay, which is passed through the largest setting of my pasta machine, to cut a small round element with a small round camper cutter. And I'm going to use again the scrap clay to cut a rectangle piece, and I will just use the rigid blade and cut several thin strips of polymer clay. And in fact I want to make a dandelion inspired stamp, and I'm going to use these strips of clay to make the dandelion flower decorative elements. And it's like a dried out dandelion with those little elements that fly in the wind when you blow on top of the dandelion. And so I'm going to put a longer strip of clay, and then I'm going to finish this with a small V made with 2 thin strips of polymer clay. I'm sorry for working outside the camera. So in fact I'm going to make several such elements. I will just cut a thin strip of polymer clay. I will put it next to the round element, and then I'm going to finish this element with like a V shape made with 2 tiny strips of polymer clay. And for the moment I'm pressing on the clay, but very lightly. If I want to change and reposition these elements, I want to be able to do so. But once I like the look of the stamp, I am going to use the baking paper and press everything into the clay, into the base. So I'm making tiny elements, tiny decorations, and then I just flipped the piece and I pressed everything together. And then I decided to use my dotting tool and add some dots, round indentations on the round cutout element. And then you just have to flip the piece, and we are going to decorate the other side because we are making a double-sided stamp. So again I use the same round cutter and I cut a round element. I'm making sure that I don't have air bubbles on top of the clay, and when making such tools it is always recommended to use gloves to avoid leaving fingerprints on top of your clay pieces. And then I just used my dotting tool and I sketched a very simple childlike flower pattern. And I used the dotting tool to add more lines on the petals and on the base of the flower, on the stem. And then I decided to use a carving tool, and this is a Donna Kato carving tool that I bought from Donna Kato many years ago in Greece when I attended a class taught by Donna Kato. And so I used the carving tool to enhance some of the lines, but if you don't have a carving tool you could use a skewer and make wider indentations. And I don't know if you discover that you like this idea of carving your polymer clay, you could invest in the future in a carving tool. And then you just have to use your craft knife and remove all the excess clay around the flower, and then you'll just have to smooth a little bit the edges, position the cutout flower on top of the stamp, and then when you are happy with the placement of the cut out flower, you can use baking paper and press it into the base. Of course, you can use your smoothing tools and smooth off different areas. And then you'll just have to bake your stamp for 40 minutes in the preheated oven. I baked these stamps on parchment paper because I did not want it to have a glass-like look on the back, on the part that was in direct contact with the tile, so I prefer to wrap my tile in baking paper. Now it's time to test our stamps, and in order to use custom-made clay stamps with polymer clay, it is always recommended to use water as a release agent. So for the dandelion inspired stamp, I just pressed it into the polymer clay. I used the roller to apply a lot of pressure onto the stamp, and you can see I've got a very good definition. And then I decided to use a little bit of dark blue nail art mirror powder to enhance a little bit the look of the design. Then I used baby wipes to clean the stamp. I'm going to use a pink chalk ink pad, and I colored the stamp with this ink, and then I pressed it into the polymer clay, and then I used baby wipes to clean the stamp. And so this is the result for the dandelion inspired stamp. Personally, I like this idea and I like how this turned out, and I decided to show you that you can use this stamp as any other stamp by coloring it with an ink pad and just putting it lightly on the clay. You don't always have to press hard to emboss the clay. You can just print a pattern if you want. And so this is the result with one side of the double-sided stamp. And I'm going to put everything through the pasta machine, and I'm going to use the scrap clay to show you, to test the other side of the stamp. I'm going to use green chalk ink for the stamp and pink chalk ink for the petals, and then I pressed the stamp into the clay to emboss the clay and in the same time color the clay to create a beautiful colored embossed design on top of the polymer clay. And of course you can use this stamp to just print a pattern without embossing the clay, and in this case I'm just pressing gently not too much on the stamp, and then you'll have to use baby wipes to clean the stamp after using it. And I decided to add a touch of yellow using a brush and yellow acrylic paint, and I think I'm happy with the look of these designs, and I'm pretty happy with this double-sided stamp. And I hope you like this design, and please feel free to share your impressions with me in the comments below, and I'll see you in tomorrow's lesson.